Okay, we can hear it now. I don't know what happened between then and now, but we can hear it now.
Can you still hear it?
It's hot, man. It's hot. It's a pretty hot day, man.
I have a solution. You ready? Boom.
Huh. I'm gonna turn your back to the. Oh, that is a good solution too. Anyways, welcome to our D&D session. Oh, and we have our third party member. Fuck.
Hello there.
Welcome. We were just about to start.
Oh, all right.
So perfectly on
Just
time.
in time.
Okay. So last we left off, we are on session 31. 31, I believe, right? 31? 31 sounds wrong. 31, 32, somewhere in that range. Actually, I can do this.
I think we're on session 32.
32?
Yeah, something like that, dude.
Hold up, let's see. Yeah, 32. That's wild.
Session 32. If you want, you could put
All right.
on TV.
All right. Well, welcome to our sessions. Our session. We'll have the playlist and all that. But let me bring us back up to speed. Where the party had last left off, they had wandered from the. They went to the well-known city of Yharnam, and had found themselves a underground village of sorts with a large citadel-like wall around it. In this place, they found the new school of Mensis, and with a bit of exploring, which had made it a lot faster as Snivy had used Dimension Door to get to the roof, the party found the remains of the school of Mensis, the scholars themselves, and whatever the hell else those other creatures that you had seen. The party very easily found out after touching it, they were sucked into a nightmare realm, a realm which is created by the Great Ones. It's these realms that are meant to either punish or withhold some sort of information or something, or whatever they are divined for, usually to exact judgment and wrath upon those who wish upon that to someone else with enough belief. And so the party had found what seems to have been a man summoned nightmare realm, and the school of Mensis seemingly sacrificed at least the majority of themselves for the purpose of this realm. And yeah, you had gone to this realm and met with the head of the school of Mensis and subdued him. Now in your grasp is the person that has found himself, and you then asked him some questions, some important, very much so. And eventually you all found that there might be something downstairs through a library, as you had asked what seemingly might have been, well, the very same being that has allowed this realm to exist. So, where we had last left off, let me pull up the map for y'all. If not, I'll just sign in. What a wonderful day for D&D. It's hot outside, for the season. I'm just having a great time. All right. All right. So you all have this man in tow, and amongst this room, somewhere at the end of one of these hallways is supposed to be the library. What will you do?
All right. We still got this guy like grappled up and he's low, right?
Yep, you have him tied up and rope.
All right, sweet. I'm gonna look towards the party and be like, "Alrighty, guys. Holy shit. Well, that was cool. We talked to a great one. How you guys feel?"
Varynx he's silent. In fact, he's kind of like quietly holding over his face and just like giving a stank ass stare to Mikolash.
I just go, understandable. Excuse me. So let's see. I definitely think we should make our way towards this library so we could meet this dude, see if we can find anything else. But first things first, are there any traps? And I'm looking at Nicholas. Like, are there any traps that we should be worried about, or?
Mikolash looks at you all like still with this frantic kind of bug-eyed stare, and he kind of like lumps over his cage. Like, yes. I am the host of this place. I didn't expect anyone to show up, and so when you did, I was gun trapping. At least the most important ways.
All right, so, well, excuse me, fixing my mic. All right, well, anyways,
What kind of
we gotta get down
traps
there.
should we look out for?
He kind of like looks over, like leans his head over to see down the hallway. I think.
Put a rope and tell him to go first.
Oh,
I mean, that could work.
he kind of just like they're not supposed to hit me. I mean, they're not going to activate because I'm the host. And at this point, he like leans his head forward, and the cage amongst his head kind of leans with it.
So what I heard is the biggest one carries him on the back of the traps when activate.
Kind of just like, just give me some time. I can deactivate here. And you see him begin to almost the space between his fingers begin to shift. Almost like as if like light is shifting in his hand as he's trying to alter them in his bound hands. It's just almost like as if like someone is slightly moving, or no, you know when heat hits off of like a faraway street and you can see it move and shift.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
Oh, geez.
But you can see the energy ripping off of his fingers, and after a couple of minutes, because that fight did take a couple of minutes for him to prepare that before he tried to contact that being. He's like eventually the shiftings ends and his finger movements ends, and he just kind of like, you should be fine, just as long as I don't die. I don't know what happens to this place if it breaks and we get lost between nightmare realms. I don't even know where the nightmare realm sits. It's only theories. And you see him kind of just like like crack his neck, and like he almost uses the like bird cage to help crack his neck, just like thinking about that.
So I guess we start heading to the basement, right? That's where we're going, basement library thing.
Yeah, like down a set of spiral staircase.
What's the visibility like right now?
The visibility,
Yeah.
it is dim lighted.
Okay.
there is the fog in the area has definitely disappeared, and the only like not completely. There's like a light fog amongst the floor and against like the walls, and you all remember seeing those eyes that had would appear whenever Mikolash would walk around. Those are now trained on you all as well as him.
Huh.
Yeah.
Mhm. So I'm pretty sure I can see in the dark, right?
Yeah, but it's not dark enough for you that you couldn't see.
All right. All right. So I'll still, if I can, I'll go first to make sure there's no pits and staircase.
Okay.
Just
So
casually walking down and then you suddenly fall down the other 50 flights.
all right. I'm just gonna put Omega here. I mean Omega Mikolash. Move this over here. Oh damn, of course he's over here.
Question: if
What's
I
up?
were to shoot a fireball directly beneath me, I will take damage and get blasted backwards, or no?
We would all take damage. I
More
think.
like a fireball. It's like an explosion, but mainly the fire moves. You're just caught in the flames.
All right, because
You're
I
wrapped
was
around
thinking
whatever
I
within
could
its
use
range.
it as in a explosive scenario
Yeah.
to say hit something and jump and blast myself away from said object.
There is not a particular force. It's more like the heat. It's like a
Everything
back.
is
It's like a
in
backdraft. You know,
flames.
like when you open a door when there's a fire behind it, it blows forward. You can feel the heat. The heat can move you slightly, but it wouldn't actually like move you out of like that square. It would just
it
send
won't
you
have
and
enough
burn you.
pressure behind it to send you flying.
Yeah, it doesn't have enough air pressure to be like, boosh. You know, it's not like you couldn't like TF2 fucking rocket jump around the map.
Just gonna start exploding beneath me and start blasting through walls. My face.
All right. So, you all begin to take this track forward. And as you walk it, you eventually find a spiral staircase, which leads to this room. Wait, let me just. Not that. That's not the thing I want to do. Back to this. There we go. Boop. After you go down this fine spiral staircase with black metal, and as you reach down, you see a library full to the brim with books. You haven't really tried reading this, but you can tell that there's definitely something here, and whatever that Mikolash truly wanted can be found here, which is most likely knowledge, really, as a scholar. So, yeah. Give me a moment. I gotta answer this.
Yeah, we got you.
All right, back into the mix. Didn't even waste time, or more like time was wasted. Anyways, so yes, as you look around these rows of bookshelves, is there anything that you were looking for, or did you want to just find an exit?
Can I look around to see if there's spell? There wouldn't be spell books. Well, I want a history book.
You want a
I want to
history
see
book?
if there's a history book of wherever this building like originated from. Because no way they just built this.
All right. So,
True.
Because there was those weird symbols. So I'm assuming there's something like that in here, right?
well, I need you to roll a. Hold on a second. Let me just.
History check. Or
No, because a history check would be like him
If
trying to
it's-
remember stuff that it's like like heard of and so on and so forth, or learned from wherever you would have learned it from.
If I have to roll a d20, I got a 20 off rip. So
Off
Ooh,
rip,
nice.
off rip. Natural.
so we'll just say it's an investigation roll, and you find exactly what you wanted. You kind of look over, kind of walking, like moving past to some spots that end up just being eyes, kind of like staring at you behind the bookshelves and so forth. And eventually, you
I
come
stare
some
aggressively
sort of
back at them. As they
yeah.
walk by.
You kind of just like give it a glare back before you return to looking at for some sort of history book, and you do seem to find something which is in common, and it says the history of, and then there's some other indiscernible language that you cannot, as of the moment, read.
All right. So can I find something that represents a dictionary as well in this thing and take that book with me? Or take both books with me?
Sure. Roll another investigation check.
God damn it. Watch this be like a 4. I got a 7.
You got a 7. It's better, but it's better than what you predicted.
1 inspiration and I got 13.
That's pretty good. Eventually, you come across what seems to be a book. It seems to be some sort of dictionary, but it doesn't seem to be of any out of the sorts until you read what the author's name is, where it seems similar to those very same letterings.
All right. Well, if I can, I will pocket both of those books and we'll try figuring out what they say another time.
All right. So you just and so what is the other party member doing? What are the other party members doing?
Omega just still secures Nikolai.
All right.
And it's just guarding over.
Yep. Jack, what about you?
I think Jack would just be looking around to see if he's not looking for anything specific per se, but just it's a new place, Nightmare Realm. He's just looking around to see if anything catches his eye.
So roll me a perception check, please.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And this is using eyesight, of course.
Yep.
But you have proficiency in that. And I think advantage, I don't remember.
All right. Wow. So even with advantage, it's the same roll. 23.
All right. So it's gonna gaze around the room, going kind of like at some point you kind of just like see like a small section which would be like here between all these rows. You're gonna take a kind of a walk by, looking back and forth between all these rows, and eventually you come across this book that you can see that is barely peeking out near the edges of this section, and it is this dark red book. And yeah, did you want to grab it? It seems it has caught in your eye, as you would have said.
I'm gonna walk towards it, and before I go and grab it, as I approach it, does David Bowie make any initial reactions towards this book?
David Bowie, you see several eyes, like 2 or 3 eyes kind of pop up and look at this eye as well, as it kind of motions you to, as you add that advantage, kind of like gives you that, hey, something's over there kind of motion, giving you that better direction. And you look, and David Bowie seems to be fine at the moment. So no major reaction out of David Bowie. In fact, kind of helped you with that.
All right. I'm gonna pick up this book, and what language is it in?
As you look at it, it seems to be in common. from the outside, from the author, and as I kind of say this, from the outside looking, it says, what is it? It says, hold up, I need to look at it again. All right. It is a sort of storybook of some sort. All like it has, even though it has these darker colors, it has some sort of storybook, uh, which seems to be retaining some information about Yharnam. To be more exact, what is it? Hold on, what's the name of it? It's the Queenly. What is it? No, it's the. It is a story. It's weird because it's. All right, this book is it's just some sort of storybook. The front side is kind of messed up, but you can tell it's a storybook as of the artist depiction of this woman that you've seen before, and garbed in some sort of white maritable marriage dress and so on, with that you have seen before. In fact, on the lake. And after you had slain why am I forgetting her name? The Spider of Yharnam.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I can't remember her name at the moment, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
All right. Can I skim through this book a bit?
Surely you can. So, the story goes along these lines. One day, the Thumerians carved out their home under in a land they had named Thumeru, and so the queen and her people sought to gain knowledge, and in this place they had carved out. They had found a sleeping slug-like being that they had to talk with for information that they had soon learned that that their boss or their parents, they had said, would know more, and so they had brought them to this higher being. And this higher being, which they could not see but they could hear, this being asked that they would trade knowledge for a child that they have that they have not born yet, but a child of its blood that they would have. So the queen offered herself as the tribute for this child, seeing as it would do good, as she had not found a king. And so the higher being granted them a child, and then the book kind of just like that page is like almost ripped and like singed, still singed, in fact. And so, yeah.
Alrighty. Would I be able to? Oh wait, no. This one I probably never seen, so wouldn't be able to predict it. But okay, so I'm gonna just ask David Bowie since I have Packback occupied with Nikolaj, and I'm just be like, hey, buddy, you mind making a pocket on the inside so I could put this book in there?
And definitely a pocket's just opens and you just slide it in. It's not completely in until you hear more, like you feel more shifting, and then it just kind of slips in, and like you can even see like a tongue kind of grab it and slip it in before this pocket is there, but just not open.
All right, thanks, bud.
You hear a very familiar cooing from this being on your over your shoulder and around you.
I just had a thought, but before we continue,
Mhm.
had I seen any books that may hint towards either the origin of Kale runes or just the language of the Great Ones?
Actually, you would already have known the origins of Carol runes.
Not true.
Because as a hunter, you would have known the story of the Carol runes and the creator of them, Carol. She was a hunter of the church, a hunter of the workshop, who apparently went into the Chalice dungeons and grasped and fell to some level of madness, but could hear the words of the Great Ones and put them into symbolic form, which granted great power, which hunters use.
My question is can I look around to see if there's any spell books?
Yeah, roll another roll.
Wait. I got 16.
A 16. You come around and you don't find any spell books in here, but you do find several rolled up pieces of paper, which look similar to, I don't know, some sort of message of some kind. That's the only thing that really catches your eye.
All right. Pocket said pieces of paper, try to read them later.
All right. You just kind of grab these 3 rolls and just slide them in. I forgot to roll my dice.
Not the dice.
Not the dice. But yeah, is there anything else that you guys wanted to look for?
I'll turn to the guy with the cage on his head and say, how upset would it be if I set this entire thing on fire?
He kind of looks at you as like, I don't think I'm not too mad about that.
Really?
But, I wouldn't be surprised if well, it didn't work.
Does Jack hear him, Snivy say, the thing about setting it on fire?
Well, I'm assuming Sniper was not being sneaky about it.
No, not at all. Yelled it
Yeah,
across.
you heard, you definitely heard.
All right. Jack kind of goes, hey, whoa. Listen, there's a lot of useful information down here. And I know it's also bad if we leave it in his hands, but think about it. This is a nightmare realm, which means we should be able to come back here. I mean, I'm all about, going gung-ho and everything, but there could be a lot of useful information here we still haven't gotten to yet.
Fine, I guess we won't burn down the library.
Matter of fact, DM, Josue,
Yes.
have we seen a hunter's lantern pop up at all here yet?
Actually, yeah. I was just about to say that.
Down the hallway, actually.
I was just about to say that actually, as you all kind of like come amongst to the centermost area, Jack, you would notice this obviously as your perception was so high, and also you were literally in the center of this area. That a lantern has come. It is in front of this doorway, in the between of all these books. Yeah. If you wanted me to kind of put my cursor over, it would have to be, I'd say, like basically here, dead center of this section. While there are like bookshelves lining the areas.
All right. I'm gonna just look towards the party and be like, all right, guys. Definitely got a lantern here, so we can come back whenever. We should definitely report this. I mean,
What will
pretty
happen
important.
to the cage guy if we go through? He'll be fine, right?
Lantern. What lantern? And what does it do?
All right, you're new here.
Oh, right, you're new here.
So
Hold
pretty much, right? You kind of just do like a weird, I guess, not really prostration, but like you kind of just be like, yeah. And then you go whoosh, and yeah, then you're at our base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a weird experience. Feels like cocaine.
Cocaine? What is that?
You know, it's the magical sugar, I like to call it.
You also would not know what cocaine is.
It's magical sugar, like I like to call
It
it.
is sweet. I shall try this cocaine one day.
Go for it, bud.
You know what, Snivy? Most of my people are kind of get a thrill out of like injecting themselves with blood, so I don't think I can judge.
You know, that is true. That is true.
You should give me some of that blood then.
Matter of fact,
not
wait,
Hmm.
I forget. Because Snivy is like part skeleton, do my vials even work on him?
They do, strangely enough.
But
It just
not
doesn't
on
heal my
Omega.
arm.
I don't know. I don't know.
Matter of fact,
What
hold
was the
on.
question?
Omega.
Omega,
What
drink this.
Yes.
What exactly is your power source? I'm not too familiar with machinery. Do you have like oil or like a certain tank or something, or you kind of just like got some magic juice like Snivy here?
From what the records hold in my memory banks, I do not remember what powers me. I believe it is some sort of energy, but I am not sure.
So drink this now.
Before we continue, I just want to make sure for future combat situations, Omega, would you allow me to like, I guess, search around your body just to see if there's anywhere I would be able to try and inject this? And I bring out the vial and I'm like, don't worry, this isn't anything hostile. It's actually quite the opposite. It's made with my own blood. Has these like cool healing vibe juices. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Blood seems to hold iron. That might be useful. Go ahead. Take a look.
I didn't think about this that far, to be honest.
Do we just say it works? Like he finds the secret component?
I think I know what we're gonna do. So you don't particularly understand it, Jack, but it seems in some sort of way, if ever there is a situation where magic or magical sources were to be low on some level, it seems that, like, weirdly enough, there's a section as you kind of like go over towards his mouth where the blood in the vial kind of like sticks to like the side as if being magnetized towards it. Basically, I'm gonna just say, like, in this case, because it's magical in a sense, if you were to ever need to, like, not be dead.
I mean, to be fair, my healing magic worked on his metal, so
That is true. I was going to say, like, it seems that to be more realistic, the core kind of pulls magical substances like that towards it, which is also kind of what helps Omega kind of find magical sources, as, like, I guess it's some sort of mechanism that just detects magic.
so he's like a battery that's constantly being recharged by the magic in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are stuff that, like, can stop it. There's the weave all around, but since he's a part of the weave is going in and out, so on and so forth. Yeah.
So technically speaking, say if we were to get next to a magical, like a relic that contains magical power, he could theoretically suck it dry.
Nope. It's not that like powerful.
It's more like detection. Like,
it's more like detection and very faint, like, charging. Like, even if he was inactive, the core would still be charged. So, like, say if like something severs the connection between the power source and the core, the core could repair itself with a jump of magic, like healing magic, which would, like, repair a small part of it, but it would not, like.
So what you're telling me is he can die and I can use healing magic on him at any point and he'll be fine again.
To a degree.
As long as the core is alive.
I still want this to be, like, managed by death. So we'll say, like, there's a limit on the amount, like, on a time limit before, like, he's not him if he comes back.
Right. It's more of a
bring him back. It's just like some blank slate version of himself.
It's a reboot of him.
Yeah, it'll be like a reboot.
He was factory reset.
Yeah, it'll be a factory reset. So technically, he won't be him if you revive him in that time.
He won't be him, but he will be, him. Just
it'll be like his body will be alive. Him as a person memory.
Those are wiped.
Yeah, so basically, he would technically, if he wanted to, could make another character the exact same thing as New Omega.
You see,
that would not be old Omega.
You just gotta write down Omega's memory.
Oh no!
You know what? I think we should, when we get back, we definitely got to get, like, some sort of device commissioned where, like, we can just back up your memory.
Right. Every mission back up Omega.
Like, or I think about it. We could call it a hard drive.
Hard drive. I like it.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. So did you guys want to go forward?
Or
if it
an
doesn't
unlimited storage bank, and we could just shorten it to USB.
Just keep it on deck in case he ever dies. We'll keep the main storage unit at home base, but we'll keep the USB on him just to make sure that he knows we're friendly.
These are just ideas. I'll talk to Devin when we get back. He's gonna love this.
Of course.
All right.
If Birdcage Man doesn't die, let's go home.
All right, you guys.
Oh, we still gotta try and meet Murgo.
Yeah, you guys gonna? Oh yeah, I should probably put the door in. Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah.
I want everyone here to ever know, to ever watch this video, that I have a jar of peanut butter in my hand.
Huh? A jar of peanut butter. I'm allergic to peanut butter.
Oh no.
You better hope I don't dip my fist in this then.
Oh fuck.
Stay on the good side.
He's about to apply necrotic damage if he punches you.
Oh no.
No, all right. But yeah,
I want to make this clear with you guys. I mean, even though we're all still alive, we're pretty fucked up, and
Yeah, no. Well, I'm definitely limping.
I just want to say, even though we're going to meet Murgo, I believe in our ability to scrap, but this is technically, God, or at least one of them. So
So I think we should definitely heal up so we have as many spell slots as possible, you know?
no, not even that. I'm saying, and this is rich coming from me, we should definitely avoid trying to fight this dude for now at any cost.
At any cost. All right. Well,
Are you sure? Is it wise? Should we take him head on right now?
I stare at a
Might be
mega.
surprise.
I stare at a mega, and my face just goes like a bit more serious and gaunt, as if like I seen whatchamacallit. Not even a snatcher. Like if I'm looking back at Monster Ludwig.
Monster Ludwig, yo.
And I just remember back to that, and I'm like, Omega, there's no way we're beating this dude.
there's
Even
power.
even at full capacity.
His power is far beyond our grace.
Hmm.
I don't know if like your
if this is
robot
true,
capabilities can
then we
see in
should
my
retreat.
head.
Omega, how you think you can live a 100-foot drop?
I do not know if I would survive that.
Okay. Scratch that idea then. Don't worry.
I might, but I might not. Perhaps
No,
I
I'd
should
rather,
test it
not
one
test
day.
it. So we will continue on.
At this point, after hearing all of this shit and who had stayed quiet, which is not usually what he would normally do, your companion Bearings kind of just says, "Come on, but I don't know if if it's dangerous, but let's have Birdcage over here in the door." And he suggests that we, sacrificial open the door.
Yes, I agree. The birdcage man should be
Sacrifice.
smited first.
All right.
So
Wait, what's happening?
basically, they don't know if it's dangerous to open the door, so they're gonna have him open the door.
Oh. You know, I support this message. I sacrifice.
Of course.
All right.
I quietly
Omega
whisper
walks him
sacrifice.
over to the door with the halberd to his back. Like, if you make a move, you're gonna get stabbed.
Yeah. So he kind of bounded, goes and goes to open the door, and he's just like, you see him just kind of panting, like, okay. Years of training, years. I
Do not
beyond
try
that,
anything funny.
there's a bit of a procedure that most scholars are trained to hopefully say make contact with him. I plan to do a motion.
Resistance detected.
No. And he kind of like no. Never, Fred, no.
Resistance detected must neutralize.
No, he kind of he's like he wants to say like there is this procedure that is supposed to be like a friendly gesture of understanding between man and Great One, which have been devised, which is he goes on to say basically it's like this weird arm motion, which eventually would after the arms this like weird arm switch motion would essentially mean that it had made contact with a great one officially. This is supposed to be like a human to great one. Hello.
All right. Well, then I
Oh, like
say
the live long and prosper thing.
Wait,
Like,
we force him to
Yeah.
tell us how to do it because I don't really trust him getting untied.
first of all, can Jack tell if he's even bullshitting or not?
go ahead and roll I forgot the name of the check. Let me
I
check.
think it's
the check.
insight.
I think it's insight. Yeah, I think insight is. Yeah, insight.
All right, I have a +2 to that. So let's see. That's a 14.
A 14. You can see clear as day by the sheer amount of like excitement upon his face. Just like, please, this is the only time that we're going to meet it in person. And you see him like you can see like almost like he's almost like foaming at the mouth at the concept of just being able to do this and being the first person to do this, and however long this is like either not or have happened. He will be like he's thinking of like you can tell just on his face. He's like this is my moment. This is what I've done all this work for. He's not bullshitting a second.
My homies' voices could be.
Like you can almost hear his thoughts at that point.
I look towards the party and I'm like, I think he's definitely telling the truth, but if he's making this connection out to the Great One, who knows what he can do from there?
Yeah, like I said, he should tell us how to make this connection so we can go first.
Like, are
I
you guys
definitely
saying this
agree
out
with that.
loud, or like, are you like, can he hear you?
Oh, we're
No,
saying
no,
this
no.
out loud. Fuck this nigga, yeah.
He kind of goes, no, it's not like a connection. It's more like a greeting, a hi, a wave, a hand wave, basically.
So then you can teach us how to do it as I
I
get
grab him by the
comfortable with
face
my
and
claw.
intimidate him and say,
Oh,
"Tell us this
I
greeting."
like how we have the same energy. He intimidate, I intimidate. Same thing.
You guys don't even have to roll. Don't even have to roll. Like he's just like, sure. And he begins to kind of explain as essentially it's emotion from like this, but not like it's like
YMCA.
it's literally just like that, but like over the span of like half of a minute. Like that waiting period between one arm going down and one arm going up to the shift slowly.
F it, yo, I'm down. Hey, yo, Jack, you think you can revive me if everything goes to hell?
Yeah, definitely. I still got 2 vials left, and if anything, I'm a walking healing bomb by technicality. So
All
yeah.
right. So I would like to take first action and go in and do this said greeting.
All right.
I have
So no
objections.
body shield or whatever.
No body shield, just me.
All right. So Snivy, you kind of like, all right, let's do this shit. And you walk over to this door and you throw it open. And what you see is an enormous, giant tower. Almost like a combination of several artists, like not artists, but like structure, like artists, not what is it called?
Architect.
Architects. That it is. There it is. Architectural designs mashed together into this this higher. You see several like columns that kind of ping to the awareness of some of what would be the more hold on, let me pull up the map. you see columns, kind of akin to what would be this world's version of Greek things that you would find in Dol Sparta. You see other sections of some level of sort of sandstone to some degree, which you might see in Taiwan Alabahara. You see even a section of it that this giant circular section that instead of being circular, it's square and has these down drittings, which you would see in the land of the spirits. You even see some sections of cobblestonic buildings that you would see on the outside of citadels and the streets of Yharnam. You see other settlements of streets that seem to have some slightly energy, where there are lights peering off into the large clouds in the sky, and just behind it, peering through the moon, as if allowing the moon to have a view of a strange building, this monolithic statuette. It's the moon.
So I'm talking to the moon.
And there is just almost as if stone is standing in space, are these sections of this long section of earth bent, and that leads up to what seems to be the bottom of this large pillar.
Mm-hmm. So have I already been doing the dance or whatever the greeting is?
Oh, you've been, yeah, I guess you were out of what, I don't know, probably out of like.
Yeah, I walked into the room doing the said greeting.
Yes, you just like walked in.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of like look up and your arm's still doing this and you haven't moved, and you're kind of like stunned, but you don't see anything to be like doing this for.
I guess we will just inspect the room more, try to go deeper. I don't know. Just large statue, right? I guess I'll go towards the statue.
Oh, it's not a statue. It's like
I won't stop doing whatever.
A giant, like a Tower of Pisa, but of different cultures, but not leaning at all.
So I guess I'll turn back to the doors and like ask the guys, do we go in deeper?
Would that be a smart idea?
I don't know, that's what I'm asking. I don't see said grade one, question mark.
And so
ask the bird boy.
You ask the bird boy?
Yep.
You see this guy just, you see he's been awestruck as soon as the door opened. He's just jaw drops, just staring
on the floor, just.
And you see him kind of like with bound arms, like arms stretched, and you see him like walking towards the doorway, like trying to get past you, like. And as you kind of like, obviously he's not doing anything, but as he like stretches his hands out to this doorway, you see his hands stop at the doorway, at the center of this doorway. And like almost like as if he's touching a wall, he is stuck.
He can't go through?
No.
Damn.
And what follows is a selection of screaming, yelling, and confusion, and banging at what seems to be an invisible force.
Imagine sacrificing your entire being and then not being able to see your god.
Oof, got him.
Lol.
Religion is a cruel fate. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bird
there's no
cage,
great one
man.
currently in the room, correct?
What'd you say?
There's no great one in the room at the moment, or at least
No.
visibly.
As you kind of look around, there is only just the bird cage, as you have lovingly dubbed him.
So I proceed to mock said bird boy.
Omega asks a question.
Okay.
Bird cage. What did you intend to do if we did not show up?
He kind of in a babbling, teary mess, just like, I just want to. And he's just like, basically, he's just trying to say that he just wanted to meet a great one, to be the first to change humanity.
Well, it looks like you will be meeting Noah.
Damn, got him.
Yikes.
Yikes, indeed. As that's like that response, that cold, calculated response, is met with more fervent tears and just unjust emotions.
So is this guy like a bad guy, right? He is?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely? All right. Because I was going to be like, damn, maybe I'll give him a pat on the back.
Oh, no,
He
he's
shall
done
be
some bad
returned
stuff.
to Dunwall for summary execution.
No. I see. All right, fuck this nigga then.
I'm actually gonna call out, and I'm gonna just be like, hey, Murgo, don't know where you're at, buddy, but we're here, and we're definitely trying to link. So if you could, pull up and
shakes.
invite us or
Omega
greet
gets a
us
little
or something.
anxious and starts doing that dance.
Oh, the
greeting dance, yes.
So in response to this,
This guy,
you
correct.
hear nothing. Just wind pouring through what would be equal to an open sky. But something does break the silence. The sound of struggling, where in the moment you see, as you look back, Bearings being pulled into the ground, but not the ground, as if almost like the ground is turned to some sort of blackness and he is being pulled in.
I immediately rush over to try to grab her with third arm.
With third arm. And so as you go in with your arm to pull back one of your compatriots, almost something grasps at your arm, like your third arm, and uses it to push you back, some sort of invisible force that you felt in your non-existent nervous system there. And you just see him like wide-eyed staring before. Give me a moment as I'm getting a call.
Did he just die?
Give me a moment though. I'll pause it.
Wait, is he?
All right, we're back.
Jack, you here?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, we're back. I'm back.
Yep.
All right. So Omega goes over to the spot where Varynx was dragged to the ground and disappeared,
Mhm.
and then just like taps his foot like on that area just to see what that was. Just how did he do that?
From what you can tell, this is definitely just ground. Something else had to have happened. Also, Omega, this would have definitely flared off that magical sensor of yours.
What, him being taken?
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Like, in the same moment as he kind of like, as the silence gets broken, you would have been like, turn, and him just like there, and like arms try to go forward, pushed away.
This
Alright.
must be destroyed.
After seeing this, Jack is kind of just like, whoa, 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 what the fuck? Okay, so first silence, now bearings. Oh my god, this is gonna be a lot of reporting and hopefully no paperwork, because that's annoying. I'm not gonna do it anyways, but oh Lord.
So his homies just got snatched and you worried about paperwork?
Listen, Silas is off preparing.
Mhm.
Bearings is a tough cookie, and hopefully that'll get his mind off of his sister.
You know, I don't give a fuck how tough cookie he is. He just got snatched to the ground.
You know what? First things first, we can worry about that later. But right now, we're about to talk to God. And I don't know if you understand how stressed I am right now.
You know what? That's
two of
a
my
good
friends
point.
just got yoinked. And now we got to deal with this crazy nigga. And then we got to deal with this other nigga with the eye. Bro, this is a lot right now.
You know,
Like,
that's
this
a
is
great
worse
point. Where
than
is
me
this
being
god of a
tossed in a
nigga?
bag. And let me tell you, that really hurt.
There's a lot going on right now.
There's a lot going on right now, indeed.
This is a lot.
I'm fucked up.
This is
You're
us yelling,
fucked
by the
up.
way. Like, he's
This
at the
nigga
door.
popped out of nowhere as I point to Omega, and I don't know what's his deal. But all I know is that he's not trying to kill us right now, and he's strong as shit.
You know, I just picture him at the doorway and like me all the way at the back of the room just yelling this back and forth.
So you know what? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take bitch ass birdcage nigga here. We're gonna drag his ass with us, and
we'll go from
Jack just yells out again, "Yo, Murgo, what the fuck is up, bro?"
I'm sorry.
I'm skipping the formalities, and I'm about to start committing fatalities.
Omega
I
starts doing
don't
that dance
see-
again.
You know, can I like revive the dead or like summon any ghoul monster thing? Can I summon anything?
Okay.
And mind you, he's doing it all like robotic too.
Hold on. Okay. So first things first. In response
to him yelling, I'm trying to summon a monster.
Hold on, before I get to you. In this moment, Jack, the wind kind of begins to pull as Snipe begins to try to gather magic in the back before a familiar giggling is faintly heard in the back of all of your minds. And this is strange as hell to you, Omega, as you are not like them.
Something has invaded my mind.
And so, as you all hear this childish giggling, you hear a selection of several children, each saying a different word, almost as if pulled from different places and different times, and so on and so forth, to string this sentence.
Oh, you said we fighting children, my favorite.
You hear it say, reunion, family. They will have what I couldn't. And then a small pause before a response of, come and see. Fucking can't have shit. Give me a moment. All right. So yes, you all hear this voice as you open the door. Yeah. Yeah, you all just heard a voice in your head basically saying that like
Can I run back towards the party? Because I'm still by myself way off in the distance, right?
oh, what? Did you guys start moving? What?
No, because
No,
I thought
we're still outside the door, right?
No, you
Yeah,
can
'cause I
you
thought
didn't go
this guy
anywhere.
got
You just said, I'm gonna just go out the
but-
door, and then you
wait.
did.
all right. Because I thought I was in the middle of the room or wherever this
No,
room.
to be clear,
Oh yeah, I thought that too.
this
I
is
thought he
like,
moved.
think of it like this. There is open space everywhere out of this door. Just the outside of this building, there is just a dirt, like a dirt and earth path that goes up to this giant pillar thing. And in this and there is just nothing but cloud, sky, moon, and this pillar thing, which looks like a combination of like several like
That's what I'm saying. I thought I was next to that pillar thing.
no, that thing is like a good like
Good walk. All right.
a good decent walk. Like
All right then. So then never mind. But
we did not get far in the seconds that like that I had explained happened. Like in the same moment of you saying like, "Oh, I'm back." No, you were already there. I was just explaining the shit you saw as you opened the door. So you heard this voice, and the voice said to, well, it said to. It said to come. It said about why like giving Silas a reunion, and about what is it? And about telling you guys to come, I believe, right? Let's come over to come.
you know, I think that God just said that he's gonna kill him.
He said something about family.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something about family.
I heard he's gonna kill him. You know, we don't know what happened to his sister. As far as I'm concerned, she was used for experiments. I think the God said we're gonna kill him.
As far as I'm concerned, Snivy, he didn't kill him.
All right,
Oh,
so
I believe that much.
are our characters like even aware right now that we could pass through that door? Because all we saw was Mikolash failing.
Well, you already seen Snivy walk through the doorway. Like,
oh, okay.
She opened it, walked through a bit, did the thing to nothing while looking around, and just
walked back towards you guys. Like,
just like
it looks pretty empty.
Like walked down one staircase, arm thing, looked around confused, walked back, saw this thing, oh no, at the door with it like wrapped up in rope.
Basically, as you casually do on a Saturday night.
As you do when you are bound into this nightmare.
You know, we should all definitely go through this doorway then and just keep going.
All right.
It's okay, so you're going to leave Nicholas tied up and crying on the floor.
Wait, what do we do with the cage man boy? Because he can't come.
Break the legs.
Break his legs? I bet. So with what tool? Whips out entire thing.
Wait. Let me get pack back off first. I don't want you to hit my backpack.
Yeah, as you kind of say this, backpack is kind of like.
I mean, wait, isn't there a lantern like not too far behind us? Can we just bring that nigga, lock him up, come back real quick? Is that how that works?
Well, he'll definitely die if we take him out. Away from the nightmare realm. Yikes. Well,
can we bring someone here to watch him then? Because I don't think breaking his legs would keep him alive. He is still pretty low.
I look towards Sebastian and I'm like, would you want to guard him? I mean, I'm not going to force you to if you don't want to, but it's up to you. If anything, we can figure something else out.
Sebastian kind of just he looks at the situation, like he's like almost like thinks on the situation, and then he like nods his head for a second, and he pulls out this indecisive demon and just whacks him over the head with it with the hilt as it is in dagger mode, knocking his ass out.
Problem solved.
Oh!
Alright.
And he just like grabs him by the scalp. He's like, I'm not doing this. I'm not. And he just puts him on the thing, undoes the tie, reties it to a chair, and it just says, he gets up. He's stuck here, right? He can't move, right? All he can do is either be annoying to us or die. And I don't know what happens to here if he dies, so we knock him out. We go. If anything, that thing is probably going to keep this open, active. I mean, he was here just to try to contact and get information from what, like, there's a library.
You know, as long as his hands can't get close enough to do a spell, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I'm just.
Well, problem solved. Let's go.
He kind of just like begins to walk out the doorway alongside Snivy.
Problem solved. Let's get it to moving, yo.
One moment, Hunter, Sebastian, and then
Yeah.
Omega walks over and just like extra ties Nicholas.
What's the ties the doors? What?
No. He basically just ties up Mikolash extra.
Oh, he doubles.
Double tie.
Before it was just his arms. Now he got his legs and his torso tied.
At this point, you basically just tie him like against up into one of the against like up in the air into against one of the like the bookshelves.
I guess that's how it feels to like be shot with webs by Spider-Man.
You basically do that, except longer. Like
except longer
minutes. Like with your strength, you just kind of grab him by this instead of by the scuff, you grab him by the chair that he was tied to. Just going through several books and like support structures for the bookshelf, and he's against it, and he's just like, good. And
yeah, it looks fine.
You hit it with
fine.
just like,
Jack just looks at Yharnam's spine at his hip, thinking to the web attack that he'd have access to if he was attuned to it, and he was like, I gotta get this fucking tattoo.
Oh my god.
Well, all right, let's keep it pushing. On to meet God, I guess.
Yep, let's go see what's up with Murgo.
Hey, Sebastian, can I eat this one? Wink, wonk.
You just
One
you
second.
say you're asking the lead.
No, I said eat. I said, can I eat this one?
Eat
It
what?
was Sebastian was the one who ate the god, right? No?
No, that was
Oh, that was
Silas.
Silas.
Oh, all right.
I know there's
Alright.
two S's. I understand.
Well, okay. While we're passing through the door, Omega goes last, and he turns around to Mikolash and is like, "Sucks to suck, doesn't it?" And then he turns around and walks away.
The nigga can't even respond. He's unconscious. And tied up.
I look back and I tell him, good one.
I go to give Omega a fist bump.
Right.
Like
right.
I just put my fist out and I'm like, you know what's a fist bump, dude, right?
Yep, he does it.
Wait, he doesn't?
No, he does. He
Oh,
does.
he does. Okay. So I'm like, yeah.
He thinks you're challenging him to a duel right there.
Yo. All right. So, the party. As you begin to walk across this road of earth,
Omega's still doing that dance.
are you still tired? Are you just like
Okay to
walking
stop?
just
Way
like,
down.
Yep. Is it okay to stop the greeting now?
I think it was okay. I saw
Sebastian-
him 5 minutes ago.
Sebastian kind of looks and just like, yeah, I think so.
I say, nah, keep doing it.
Don't.
Okay.
No, sorry, don't listen to her. Is what he says.
Starts giggling.
Okay, and I will stop.
You don't need to do the dance. You don't need to do the dance.
All right. But as you begin to walk this path, you hear another bit of giggling. And you hear the words,
Start dancing.
you hear the words, I'm bored. Make interesting.
Make
And
interesting.
in the same moment as you're taking this path,
We hear that?
the earthic road that you're upon kind of shifts, moves, like almost as if it begins to contort, and sections of earth are sprawled. Small mounds of rock protrude instantaneously in sections, and in moments, the North Straight Road is now twisted and curved. And on this, and here, you then hear the familiar snarlings of beasts.
All right.
Hey,
Omega
Jackson-
thinks this was the work of a death worm, because like the earth was all moved up and stuff like that. We must get out of here. There
So
was a death
death-
worm about.
All right. But yeah, there are surely beasts on this road, and not even to get to there yet.
Jack's gonna yell out and say, Murgo, wait. This isn't gonna be very entertaining if we, end up dying. So I got a proposal. How about each of us do something? Like something specific to us, like a cool ability or something, as like a little demonstration. And then if it pleases you, give us passage so we can meet. Obviously, you want to see us in one piece. Otherwise, you wouldn't have let us in the first place. What say you?
You again hear almost like a clutter of whispering of children, like as if children are gossiping about like another children in the room, but don't want to be heard en masse, but are still obviously heard. And almost as if like they become as they become quieted, they come to a conclusion as several of these children's voices begin to string another sentence.
No.
No. What you hear is you hear the sentence, "You are hunters. Hunt. I've seen what you do through blood."
Do you mean a blood sacrifice?
And you hear a response of, "No, hunt."
Ah, for a game. Yes, I have heard about this. People hunt with arrows and deer.
can I-
and that works.
I can sense
Sorry, he's just
bone
literal.
even when it's through flesh, correct?
What'd you say?
He wants us to hunt. I'm gonna search for bone and find the closest thing to that isn't my fam or my squad to kill.
Give me a
just
moment.
weren't-
We have another. I got another call, and I am so popular today.
Right? Only popular when
Man, we just gotta love how choppy this video is gonna be.
we're not gonna talk about it. It's been a busy day for all.
True. Yeah. All right. So
If Hunter Varynx was here, he could put on a performance for the god.
But basically,
Yes.
as a
However,
DM,
that's
to
not the
for you to
performance we want.
understand this, it seems that it finds it entertaining that you guys hunt in the way that you like that hunters do what they do. They go off, slaughter beast after beast, stronger after stronger, using blood in unnatural ways to grow stronger, so on and so forth, grasping at ununderstandable things, the whole 9 yards. It wants to see you kill things, as it has seen you do all night, which is yeah, endless night, the hunt. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a reason for it.
All right, so Jack's
Hold
gonna say,
on.
all right, we'll hunt under the condition that you heal us first. Surely you should have some way to do that, right?
You hear the response of the giggling children, saying, basically, that's not what hunters do. Use blood.
Use blood.
You wish to handicap us. Okay.
And in response to what you say, it says it responds with a almost like a similar children-like laugh track of like background laughter as it says, "Yes, fun."
All right, who has the lowest health in the party right now?
Also,
Probably you.
before you kind of like go off and like waste your things, another response is like, "Go on, the dream. We will wait."
Go on the dream. We will wait.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand.
The hunters, as a DM, I'm just saying, hunter's dream. It's saying go rest up. And for
it's allowing us to come back. Okay, we're
yeah.
Yeah. I should also mention I do have to go in like 2 minutes.
2 minutes. All right. So I guess we I don't know, more Snipey, how you like looking on time? How you guys doing?
I'm good
Maybe.
until Sham comes home.
All right. More.
I'm good to go.
All
So
right.
how about stay until we rest up, and then after that we'll carry on next one. I think.
Oh, like we're gonna end the session after we rest up.
Right. I mean, I don't mind continuing. I'm definitely
All right.
down.
Okay. So yeah. Basically, yeah, you guys can begin to walk back after taking like a couple of minutes to go out that far. And as you kind of walk back, you amongst to hear the words, "See you soon," as you enter the building. And you see the strung up visage of this strange ass bird caged man against a
Are we hanging? Oh, hold on. Is he hung up via chair? Or is he hung up via bird cage?
He is wrapped up in a like tied up in a chair, tied up against the bookshelf. I just thought that sounded funny, so I went with that.
He's gonna need a chiropractor after this.
Probably.
I'm a chiropractor. You see, look at the bones as I proceed to crack my knuckles.
So Sebastian kind of as you kind of continue that, is like, I don't think she is. Sebastian kind of just says that in response to that. Is like, I don't think she is. But as you all, as Sebastian also kind of goes over to you, Omega, and kind of explains the motion that we do before being a part of the party and going off to the hunter's room. And in a moment, as you do this motion, bow your head, arm over, like forward, and as a pass, you all drift into light. Your vision becoming brightened, and almost as if you become smaller, swallowing wisps before nothing. And eventually, you are brought back to the hunter's dream, where in this place you see a very large selection of hunters, very much hurt, but also a more calmer tone to the rest of this place.
Well, I get to doing what I do best, and I get to healing, and I get to resting and repeat, rinse and repeat.
Oh yeah, because you could, fair. So you definitely do that like one extra time before you take your second long rest because your long rests are so short.
Of course, their long rest is
Is 8 hours.
full rest. Their short rest is full rest. There we go. That's what I wanted to say.
So the party, you all gather, do whatever rituals you would to prepare yourself for one.
Jack, you should make a lot more vials if you can.
All right. There I go bleeding again.
Well, if you ever feel woozy, just let me know. I'll heal you up, replenish your blood.
All right.
That's how that works, right?
Jackson's gonna look towards his wrists, make an emo joke, and be like, "I like your cut, G."
Like your cut G and just slice his wrist open.
Goodness.
Okay, question.
Huh.
Say if someone is dying or very unconscious, I can turn them into a gas and rematerialize them. Would they still be unconscious?
What?
I have a move that turns
Oh.
either me or someone to gas.
What if somebody nails
magic
out?
form. No,
Huh?
it is the effect will automatically fail as the participant is not awake.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm about to head out, guys. Peace.
All right.
Check you out, Petey. So
Yeah.
wait, are we saying bye to everyone?
It seems like you guys are fine to stay, so we'll keep it going until however long you guys will stop.
All right.
But give me a moment because I want a piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
I shall be right back. As well.
Damn. Well, it just means the folks at home. Therefore, it's your boy, Skinny Penis. I'll look at the comments. Just tell me how your day was. Hope your day was nice.
I'm just gonna give that moment where we're just like getting ASMR, like, so how are you guys? Having a good one, huh? Nah, but I'll give it a pause until Amor is back from whatever he's doing.
Of course, the multiple breaks.
See y'all in a second.
Of course.
So, back where we were talking about, Snivy, you have a few things that you haven't looked at.
Oh yeah, since we're here, let me read over these notes. Can I try to find out that dictionary?
Yes, you definitely can try to use that dictionary.
I use dictionary with other book, and I try to find out what it says.
Okay, give me a moment. I gotta look up something.
You have to look up what the book is.
No, hold on, that's not it. I'm going to my other page.
I'm a guy rich, trickle 6 on my wrist. Oops, can't.
All right. Guess I got to roll a d10. I got to roll 3 d10s.
What's popping?
So basically, as you look over those, we'll start with the scrolls. As we look over those scrolls of yours, you find they are actually spell scrolls. And hold on, let me one more d10. Okay.
Just know out of context, you look pretty bad there, bro.
Actually got pretty good rolls there. So 2 very rares. And a rare. And so no, sorry. 2 level 7s. And level 5. So okay, so you found some spells. Give me a moment. I need to look upon my spells list on Pinterest to see what you would have found.
That is fine. I'm trying to find all the new spells there are. And whatever they be, I immediately try copying them down on a separate piece of paper.
You do have a spell book.
And in that, yes. Start.
Give me a moment. Boop.
Detaches his real arm, starts carving into it.
Omega is gonna mess with the amygdala arm.
Oh,
Amygdala arm. All right.
Go-
So
go train
would
with
you
that.
want to count this as training?
Yeah.
All right.
Are all like switch weapons considered the same thing, or does you need to master each one depending on how it
So
switches?
to be more exact, he wouldn't. They're not switch weapons; they're trick weapons. He would need to gain proficiency with trick weapons. Surely,
But
as
if
a
he were to gain that, it's with all of them, right?
trick weapons, and like it's more like getting used to like getting the understanding of there's a mechanic. There's usually some sort of switch and change mechanic, or just some sort of thing you're supposed to do. And as with proficiency, would be like grab. All right, I'm ready to use it.
All right.
So give me a second though. Just looking over all them. All right, that's perfect.
Do I get said healing magic?
Hold on. I got the first level summon spell, but as a weird aspect of wizardry, you must now need to try to decipher this spell to add it to your spell book.
What is that?
As each spellcaster's, in a sense, magic jargon is
Magic.
difficult. It's hard to understand from wizard to wizard. It's like reading doctors' writing, but doctors' writings are spellcasters.
And I will spend as much time trying to decipher that as possible. What do I need to roll?
Let me just say, let me just see.
I'm a little worried. I think James should have been home by now.
Each time you can okay. Oh, actually, you do get spells to your spell list, but you can find spells. But let me just see. Learn to gain some of your magic energy by setting your spell once per day. When you finish your short rest, you can choose to expend spell slots to recover. Spell slots can have none of these slots can have 6. Oh. Hey, fun fact. You can get your spell slots back during a short rest, but it's only a limited amount. So basically, if we're saying this, since you're level 7 now, right? Yeah, you're level 7 or level 6. Yeah, level 7. If you wanted to get spells back, you could technically be like, all right, I want spell slots. Say you want 7, you want to get one spell slot back, and 2 level 3 spell slots back on a short rest. That's what you can do, just as long as it's as long as it's equal to your level and actually have a spell slot.
Okay, so what you're telling me is it only takes 2 hours for me to get my spells back.
Not all of them, but a good portion.
A large portion.
Yes.
Okay. That's a lot of power, bro. Because what you're telling me is I could theoretically summon an army, take a 2-minute nap on said army, or take a 2-hour nap on said army. And
actually,
then
no, it's not even a 2-hour nap. Actually, short rests are like a couple of minutes, like a good couple of minutes, like less than 30, like roughly 30 minutes, like for you to like sit down, eat like a light something, or just sit and rest and breathe and shit, and just recuperate.
You're telling me it takes a half an hour for me to commit mayhem? That you've given me too much power.
Hey. So, what is it? To be more exact, though, I'll let you know. I'll tell you the first spell that you have at your disposal at the moment. The first spell that you are preparing to decipher as. Wait a second. Hold on a minute.
Let me confirm before I get your
Yeah,
hopes
let me confirm before I kind of just get ahead of myself. Focus, and then it just goes right into the class shit. I guess you don't have to study the fucking thing like I thought you did. Maybe that was probably a DM thing from that other Dungeons and Dragons thing I was watching. So you, after taking some time to read, study, and analyze this during your long rest, you read this thoroughly to understand the spell Ember Skin. Let me just change share.
Ember
Skin. So yeah, this is the depiction of like basically what happens is this is a 7th level sorcerer spell. You don't have any 7th level spell slot. Wait a second. No, you don't have the spell. No, sorry, no, you don't have the spell slots because that would like you don't have the spell slots to handle the spell, but now you have this spell at your disposal. Once you get to be able to cast.
When I have said slot, I already know said spell, correct?
Yes, that is exactly how that will go.
If
clarify.
if I keep my spell book, or do I just know it now?
If you lose your spell book, you lose all your spells.
Hmm. See. Should
I
probably
would say if
copy
you
this.
get another spell book and then like eventually level up, you can get back basically all that you had lost.
Mhm. So,
So
can I copy said spells in my spell book right the fuck now and leave that shit here?
yeah, I don't remember. I think there's like a preparation thing with wizards. I don't remember though.
I'd say make
Alright.
2 copies. Keep one on you and keep one at the room.
No, that's what I'm saying. I
That
have
would be
a
the tech.
copy already on me. I want to make a second copy and keep it here.
That would be the tech. So let me explain this spell. Ember Skin is a 7th level a 7th level transmutation spell. You assume the form of a lava humanoid for the duration. You cannot speak or cast spells. Your AC is 17, and you are limited to the attacks listed. You gain immunity to fire damage and resistance to cold. Creatures who began their turn within 10 feet of you take 2d10 fire damage. And that's them just starting their turn within 10 feet of you.
Okay, so what you're saying is run up on a nigga and give him a nice hug. Got it.
So you can make 2 attacks or 1 engulf attack.
Oh shit, there's
You
a
can
slam.
basically you do a slam attack, which is a melee range attack that has a +9 to hit. Does 4d6 fire damage, and the creature is grappled.
Grappled?
Grappled. Another ability you can do is called Fire Line. You spit 120 feet long and 5 feet wide line of lava in a direction that you can see. The creatures within this line must make a dexterity saving throw against your spell save DC. And on a failure, the creature takes 10d6 fire damage.
Alright, well,
Or
I
half
cast that
as much.
spell in the air, making it fucking rain either lava or giant sharp rock. Now what happens?
So that also, when you activate this ability, it would there's I will flip a coin, heads or tails. Heads being it'll take 5 rounds. Tails meaning it'll take 6. And then the next attack you have is Engulfed. You make 1 slam attack against a creature that you are grappling. If the attack hits, the creature is engulfed and the grapple ends. The creature is blinded and restrained and takes 12d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turns until the engulf ends. A creature who has been engulfed can use an action to make athletics check against your spell save DC to escape.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the
So what you're telling me is I need to level the fuck up. That's what I heard. So to be able to turn into a fire day and just start hugging niggas until they die? And if the hug doesn't kill them, I can spit lava in their face directly from point blank?
No, from 120 feet away.
I have to be 120 feet away?
No, you can be like, it can go up to 120.
That's what I'm saying. In point blank range, I'm just gonna spit on that nigga.
Yeah.
Damn, imagine sniping with that.
No,
I
I don't have enough range, is what I would have said. It becomes lava. Wow. Hit him with a lava hammy.
They gave me too much power, yo.
Yeah.
Now all I need to do is level up so I can use it. This is the equivalent of getting a gun in Borderlands where you're too low of a level to use it.
Yes, exactly that. All right. Pardon me while I pause the screen to continue my search for other spells.
All of you guys smell like cute.
I'll make it smell like cute. And don't let me get the tea in there.
Don't let me get the U in here. Ah ha ha.
So just to inform you that you have another 7th level spell and a fifth level spell. So whenever I find, as I don't remember the amount of whatever I'm doing, the amount of spells that I have saved, you are at the mercy of RNGesus. That's 6th level.
Oh no, RNGesus.
RNGesus is just taking the lead.
I think
No,
Champ
that's
will,
cool.
unless it's crazy.
We have your your 5th level spell. Your 5th level spell is called Greater Entomb.
Greater Entomb. What?
Let me just resume the share quick. So,
Making
Greater
noise.
Entomb.
Oh,
You
fuck.
choose a creature within range to construct a tomb around, keeping them trapped inside walls. The target must make a Constitution saving throw, and on a failure, it is locked within a piercing locked within a pierced with 1,000 spikes and magically dealt 5d12 magical damage. The target takes the saving throw at the end of each of his turns, taking the same damage on a failure. On a success, the tomb shatters apart and fades away, freeing the target. The creature has total control while the tomb lasts and can't move. What is it? Has total cover while the tomb lasts and can't move or escape by any means other than teleporting. An undead has disadvantage on its first saving throw against the spell. A creature that fails every save against the spell or is reduced to 0 hit points while it's locked within the duration becomes permanent. And a dispel magic can end the spell only if cast at 5th level or higher on the tomb. The tomb has 150 health HP and 15 AC, and immunity to poison, psychic damage, resistance to all other damage except force.
Damn, this
And
spell
at higher
just
levels,
said put him in a coffin, literally.
and at higher levels, when you cast the spell,
What you've just told me was I theoretically could capsule any creature for a small amount of time, guaranteed.
let me see the duration. Yeah, the duration is 1 minute, but you have to stay concentrating on this spell. So to clarify though, at higher levels, it adds a d12. So off the rip, it's 5d12, which is a potential of 5 or 60.
Of course, as one does. I can theoretically do 60 damage to any one object.
Every single turn. Every single one of his turns.
Yep. All right. Well, the champ's finally home. Welcome.
That's good for sure. That is your 5th level spell. Don't mind me as I just pause the share and keep the look on. Okay. No, not that. It's way too much. 3rd level, 5th level. Oh, it's a cantrip.
I got ice cream boyos.
Yo, the Stream of Ice.
Of course. My delicious screams. They fill me with such joy.
Cantrip, level 3. That's a can. Ah, man. What do we have here? Ah, we have it. Your seventh level spell. Let me just get a nice zoom in on here. And resume the share. So your seventh level spell is your seventh level spell is Power Word Shield. The cast times a minute. It's range 60 feet. Components is I don't know what that is. It's a verbal component. It lasts 1 round and it is limited to those classes, but I don't care. With a gesture and a word, a translucent shield bubbles out from a creature. And until the end of the next turn, it is immune to all damage types except psychic. It has advantage on all saving throws, and all other power word spells have no effect on it. If the creature is poisoned, that condition is removed. And if the creature is a flame, the flames are extinguished. Powered flame. And powered shield.
So once I'm this level, if everyone is within 60 feet of me, I can dome us or just one of them.
It is just one. There is no upcast for it as it seems.
You shall not pass.
Basically.
Basically. Let me just save this thing and put it in your spells list. Power word shield. That was definitely spelled wrong. Unbold, link, and paste. Apply. That was that. In the 5th level spell, Greater Entomb. Go back to Snivy. That's your 5th level spell. Greater Entomb. Unbold, link, paste, apply. And then your 2nd level, your 7th spell, Ember Skill. Copy, Snivy. Link, Control B. Slick. All right, we're all set. And so, Amor, would you kindly roll me a d20 to see the results of your training so far with your newly acquired weapon?
Alrighty, just flat.
Yep, just flat d20.
4.
4.
Mhm.
You are quite stumbling as the erratic motions of this a strange weapon. It's caught you off guard. You have only in this case, hold up. Let me just kind of go over to your character quick. I'm gonna have a section on your character sheet on the Google Doc.
Mm.
It'll be
I can carve spells into my arms, go to sleep, and I'll be healed, right?
learned proficiency. Give me a moment as I'm just trying to do this. Let me just copy something over here. Control copy. Learned proficiencies. Trick. Not invigorating content, but it's content nonetheless. Trick weapons. Control V. Currently, you have the 1/2 of 1 so far. And I'll have it like this system where essentially, actually, no, I'll just say 1/2 training out of 4. Actually, I need to change this just because I don't want to give it out too much good stuff too quickly. I'll say it'll take 8. I'll figure it out. Basically, right now you're on half of a session towards mastering trick weapons.
All right.
But yeah, that's that. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, is there anything more that you guys wanted to do?
We're healed up, right?
Yeah, at this point, you in your
Okay.
case, Omega, you have been repairing yourself, or repairing the damages dealt to yourself.
Can I carve said spells into my arms?
I mean, you don't really have arms. You have more into your
I
like.
have a bone.
You have bone arms, yes, but there would not be enough space for you to carve out the incantations on your.
I'm not trying to carve all of them. I'm really just trying to carve Dimension Door in my arm. I would be very upset if I lose that one.
That is true.
Maybe do like a, I don't know, dexterity check, since like that area to carve is like so small and fine.
I'll say this. Yeah, I need you to roll a. Because I don't even think that's a good idea. I don't think you can carve it onto yourself.
Oh, maybe like Dex and Constitution.
I mean, I still don't think he could be able to carve itself onto himself.
All right. So whatever.
Although that doesn't
I make
mean
a copy of my spell book and I leave it here then.
all right, so the like those 8 hours you just spent healing these guys and in the halftime, just kind of trying to copy down what you have already done in another extra book. All right. And so I would say definitely get like the majority of your spells. I wouldn't say you get all of them in those 8 hours unless you were only doing that.
No. As long as Dimension Door and the new spells I just got are down there, it's fine. That and Revive the Dead. And
Yeah, Revivify.
Mhm.
Yeah, you definitely get like 5 of your spells at your just written down.
I put the important spells down,
Yeah. I will say, for future reference, Snivy, as a character, if you want, you can consult with me, and instead of getting 2 spells on your next level up, you can get 1 spell, and you can create your own spell within the gauges of. I have a book that allows me a book that helps us do that.
So,
I will definitely be down to create my own spell whenever I do say level up.
All right. So, yes, do you guys want to continue forward? Or trying to go into the nightmare realm?
That's up to you, Omega. I'm down to go.
Also, like real quick, how I don't know how long you guys want to keep going.
That's why I was asking him. Like, if he doesn't want to go on, we can stop this now and then we'll pick up next time.
all right. Yeah, I guess we could end it here.
All right, that's fine.
All right.
All right,
So
well, yeah.
we healed up. We practiced. Got new spells. What else? We hung up a bird boy. Hopefully he's still there. You think he's up by now?
Definitely.
Oh, I mean,
Definitely
yeah,
up
he's probably up.
hanging around.
Yeah, like you guys knocked him out. He'd probably be out for like a good several hours.
He's rethinking his life right there.
Oh.
It was a fun trip today.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Sucks to suck.
Sorry.
I just saying that to an unconscious person.
That's such a fucking. I love that. But yeah, thank you, those who are actually watching. Hi, Future Us. What else?
Future us. I bet your big toe still look crooked. Ah ha ha.
I don't get.
You don't get it, or I don't know. What's an insult I can say to our viewers?
Oh.
I bet your hair smells really nice today.
All right. But yeah, have a good whatever time of the day for you.
Have a good rest of existence.
True.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Yeah.
Be brave. Stay wild.
I'll
Remember.
catch you in the next one.
Yeah. All right. Boy.